And we collected video, not the three-dimensional stuff, but just two-dimensional stuff. We put marks on her skin. We had her running on a treadmill. We had multiple camera views. And we want to answer a couple of questions that the medical professionals, because she's had some injuries and she needs some clearance to compete. So it's a very practical assessment that I think that you guys would see some real value in seeing how I would do an assessment as well too. So we can go step by step. I haven't even, I've looked at the video, but I will show you how I would put videos side by side, how I would do automatic tracking of angles, how I would extract that information, and then finally how I would package it up to share that information with somebody. So I think it would be a very, very good thing. I was just thinking about that today. What can I do to demonstrate that? And I remembered that I just collected the video yesterday, so I think that would be a really good lesson. With lots of questions, lots of interaction between us while we do this assessment, okay? So I'd like to do that with you. So then you will see, that's a tool that Pro showed me when we learned an aspect. So that's how we can practically use that too, okay? I think it would be a really, really good lesson. So, okay, so I mentioned something about Dartfish Easy Tag, and unfortunately, we're just going to have to sort of all gather around my laptop because nobody has a connector for the iPad right now for the computer. I did have one, and Aaron had one, but I didn't ask anybody to bring one, nor do I remember where mine is. So we'll talk about Dartfish Easy Tag, and okay, so and I'll get closer to you guys and stuff like that. The purpose of Dartfish Easy Tag as an application on an iPad is that you can do some tagging on your iPad of specific events at the same time when you're collecting video. So I've created an NCI Dartfish Easy Tagging panel, and we're going to get one volunteer to do a bunch of tasks while videotaping them, and then we'll tag them at the same time. We'll just collect like a minute or two of video. Then we'll take the video off the camera. We will then email ourselves the CSV file from the Easy Tag, and then we'll combine those two files together, the CSV file, which are the tags in the video, to show how you would get immediate information on tagging and events within Dartfish. Okay? So again, the purpose of this would be that you have a need to get some immediate tagging done, and it's an easy way to sync things together at the end. So you guys did some of this stuff, right? Okay, so we have a tagging panel.
So it's basically like the movies, you're just watching it and you've got your tags already set up, and you'll see the person do something, so you hit the button.
Exactly, you're watching it, your video camera is recording the same thing and stuff like that, and we'll do that. So I'll pull up my NCI tagging panel. Okay, so you can customize this tagging panel to how many ever buttons you want. I think the maximum is like 9 by 9 grid or something like that. However, these are only events. Remember in Dartfish, I showed you in tagging, you have the events, which is the discrete events and the continuous events. And then you have the categories of those events. Well, with this panel, you can only tag events right now. But once you get it into Dartfish, if you want to continue using your other tagging panel to get more detailed, then you can actually tag the details of those events. The custom tagging panel we created for Janice, which is not functional on my iPad, I would open it up to show it, had the capabilities to do both events and categories of events. But the simplicity is that right now I have 4 buttons of different colors. So you can customize the colors, you can customize the pre-roll and duration, other things like that, all on here as well too. So if I was to go to the panel and actually edit this panel, if I go to the NCI panel, oops, NCI, but we have the 4 buttons created here, and I have jump, spin, wave, and run on spot. So whoever wants to be the volunteer to do a bunch of these tasks at random while we watch them and videotape them, and then we'll do some tagging, and then I'll show you how easy it is to coordinate all that stuff.
So how did you get your thing in there to begin with?
These things?
Like your panels.
Yeah, how do you
if
make
I
that
hit
custom
panels,
panel?
there's just nothing there, right?
Right.
And if you hit
Add.
plus, you can't.
New panel.
Oh, okay. But when you're on, what's game?
That's games. That's when you're actually tagging. So this is the panel editing window. So remember in Dartfish, when you actually are on that panel, you say edit panel, the panel opens up. Yeah. That's basically analogous to that. Okay. And then when you're on games, then you're going to use one of your panels to tag a game. Okay?
Okay, so it says you first have to create at least one layout. What's a layout?
Okay.
In order to add a game.
So panels. Add. New panel. And there's a new panel. So you just actually label the new panel. And then the next step, it'll actually ask you to create a, so some people have it on there. Who was complaining that they didn't want to put it on their computer because it was?
Yeah, 4x or 2x2.
It's $2.99. Keith,
It's $2.99? Oh, it was Keith. Are you putting it on now?
Considering it.
I'm the pirate. Okay. Okay, so we have this panel. Let's do some tagging. So basically what I would do is I would go to games and I would go to add a game. And the new game would be called NCI testing, for example. And hit next. And now it asks me, I call it Nick testing, but now it asks me which panel I want to use for this game. So I find my NCI panel, and I hit save. And now it comes up and it's ready to do the tagging. So all I have to do now is I can hit the start button and start my tagging, okay? But in the meantime, who wants to be our volunteer?
I'll volunteer.
All right. So we'll get you, I need a camera person as well too. Camera? Okay. So let's get Keith up there in the corner. And what we're going to be doing, and you can do this slowly, you're going to be doing one of 4 tasks. You're going to be just doing a jump. Okay? And don't do them too quickly, sort of have pauses in between and stuff like that.
Pause in the air, okay?
Yeah, pause in the air like Michael Jordan's problem. So jump, wave, spin. And you can do like a 360 spin or something like that, or run on the spot.
Okay.
So that's what you're going to be doing.
Jump, wave, spin.
And random and stuff like that. So I'll let you be the camera person. Usually I could set it up on a tripod or whatever. Stand back a little bit so you get some perspective. So Janice can start the video camera. You don't have to start at the same time, first of all. So and just keep rolling, Janice. Don't stop the video or anything like that. And when I hit, so Janice, you start the video.
Yes.
Okay, you started?
Yes.
Okay. So I'm going to hit start on here. Now my clock is going to start going on here, and I can start tagging. So whenever you're ready, you do whatever you want to. So there's a jump, so I hit jump. And I have a pre-roll and a duration set up to this as well. Yep. Now he's running on the spot, I can click run on spot. So it's showing me the tags.
I don't want to spin.
Spin, come on, spin.
There's a spin.
Easy.
Do something else at random, not in that same order.
Squat.
Oh, well, I don't have squat.
You have to do another one.
I meant one of those 4. Jump, wave, run on spot, or spin. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, there's another jump. There's a spin. Good. One more. Whatever you want to do. There's another jump. Okay, so you can stop the video. And I'm going to stop this now. So it's done. It tells me I recorded a duration of 1 minute, 12 seconds. 8 tags and under the name here. So now what I want to do, you can resume it, you can start again if you want to, or you can export it. So when I hit export, I can email this, and it's just a CSV file that's emailed, so I'll email it to myself. And it has this attached, so I hit send. Should have sent it. I think my default is my Yahoo. I'm just going to double check. Make sure it was sent. Okay, Dartfish Easy Tag was sent. Okay, so we have the video and we have the file coming to us, the CSV file. So the first thing I'm going to do is get the video onto my computer.